Hi there, hope you're well. I want to talk today about encouraging people to kiss more at work. Now clearly I don't mean that literally. I mean the acronym that is keep it simple, stupid, keep it simple, silly, whatever you want to call the final S, but it's really about keeping it simple. And acronyms like KISS are absolutely fine, and organisations use acronyms and organisations use terminology which is necessary in everyday language, but some organisations absolutely stifle communication and engagement through the use of complex terminology and too many acronyms. I've joined organisations before where I've sat in management meetings and the team may as well have been talking Mandarin, because the amount of terminology and acronyms that they use is just unbelievable. But in some ways that's fine if everybody understands the language. But when you've got new people joining the organisation, to simplify that language and to explain what it means is absolutely critical. But I would go a step further and ask whether it is right to have such an amount and such an array of acronyms and terminology in the organisation, and is it necessary? I would test each one. So I've been in meetings before where I've asked, well, what does that mean? What's that terminology mean? Or what does that acronym mean? And then the meeting starts debating what it actually means. And we've probably all heard the famous quote, I think it was Einstein, that said something like, if you can't explain something simply, then you don't understand it well enough yourself. And that is so very true. My daughter's 8 years old, and I think that's a good benchmark for, if you can't explain something to an 8-year-old what it means, then I'd really go back and test your own understanding and how you communicate that in the organisation. Because what we're all trying to achieve in organisations is employee engagement. And if we can't understand things ourselves as leaders, how are we ever going to engage the workforce and take them on the journey of where we're trying to go when we're using all this complex terminology? So I think it's just something to think about as we develop organisations through an employee engagement strategy. How are we really communicating, and how are we talking in a very simple way, and do we understand things ourselves? Quite a key question. So if you need any help on anything like that from an employee engagement perspective, a communication perspective, then as ever give us a call, and in the meantime have a great day. See you soon.